Hey beauties, I am back, and this time I have erased one side of my eye, and I'm going to put it back on for you guys so that way you can see my techniques in the way that I do things. So far I am primed. I'm using the e.l.f. primer. That's what's on my lid. I have my little tape here. I kind of use that as a guideline sometimes to make a sharper angle. So now I'm just going to get right into it. First thing I'm taking is I'm going in with my MAC Pro Conceal. I'm taking the color NW40, and I'm going to use that as a base. I don't want to go as white as the Milky Jumbo White because, as you can see, this is a natural look, so we want to kind of keep it that way. So I'm going to go in with that. I'm just going to apply it directly on my lid to even out that primer and to also lighten up my eyelid. Okay. Not too heavy, you don't want it too thick. This will also prevent your shadows from creasing. And that's about it. I apply about that much. Next, I'm going to go in with my Naked One palette by Urban Decay. And I'm going to go in with this very dark color called Hustle. Okay, I'm using a round shader brush, and I'm going to just hit my outer V with that. Nice and lightly. Blow off the excess. And I like to go up. The way my eyes are made, I like to cut my crease on an up angle instead of oval. I go up a little bit. Okay. Next, you want to blend that out with just a softer color. So I'm going to go in with this color here. It's called Buck. Okay, just a softer transition. Put that right above the color you just laid, just so you don't see any harsh lines. Drag it all the way in closest to your nose to cover up that concealer that we put down. Next, I'm grabbing my Eco Tools brush, and I'm going to go in with this color right here, which is Dark Horse. It's a little lighter than the brown we first applied. And I'm going to apply that all over my lid. Packing it in slow and building it up slower because you don't want it to be too heavy. Since I'm not doing these eyes at the same time, I want them to match in consistency. So I'm just packing it in slowly. Okay, it's just that simple. Next, I'm grabbing my Makeover Essentials palette, and I'm going to go in with this really dark matte chocolate brown just to define the eye a little bit more. I'm going to pick up that original brush that I used, and I'm just going to take a little bit, again, blowing off the excess. I'm going to start with my tape ends, and I'm just going to drag it into my crease just to darken it just a smidget. Okay. Now this is a beginner-friendly eye. I really go a little heavier normally on my eye looks, but I wanted something natural today, so this is the road I decided to take. Next, I'm going to pick up this color Naked. It's a really light color. I'm going to have that as my brow highlight, and I'm just going to start at the highest point of my brow bone, dragging it down towards that transition color and towards the end of my brow, and then smudging it towards the front of the brow lightly. You don't want to look like a ghost here. Okay. Okay. Excuse, the light is really close to my forehead. Trust me, I'm not that shiny. Okay. Now I'm going to go back in with a little bit of the hustle. And that is it. You want to keep that eye nice and soft, not too over the top. Now I'm going to go in with the color Half Baked. That's one of my favorites. And I'm going to just pop that in my inner tear duct here. I'm going to drag it down my bottom lash line. Then I'm going to just follow these same patterns on the bottom lash line with the same colors. I'm going to go in now with my favorite little smudger brush. Gets the color on really good. Now usually I remove the tape before I do my bottom lash line. So I'm going to go ahead and do it exactly how I would do it if I wasn't filming this. So next I'm going to grab my Coastal Scents liquid eyeliner. And this could be a great tutorial for those of you who are interested in how I apply my liner. So I'm going to just go ahead and look in the camera. Actually, I'll look in the mirror. I start towards the outer part of my eye because I like to make it thicker on the outer part. So I'll start right about here. Okay, and just drag it out. Getting really close to the lash line. And then you can use the tape as a guideline. Go up that tape line and make your angle as sharp as you want. But if the tape is in the way, like it is in mine right now, you can just remove it and start your own line. Okay, so that's the first part. I start towards the back end. Then I like to make sure there isn't a lot of product on the tip. Similar to painting nails. Once you get to a smaller corner, you want to make sure there's a little bit of product so it's not going to apply too thick. Then I go towards the end of the eye, dragging it. And I hold my eye like that. Uh-oh. Kind of made that one too thick. I'm trying to look in the camera at the same time. Yeah, so I had a boo-boo, which I never have, but what we'll do, in that case, if you ever have a boo-boo and it becomes too thick, just make it thicker. That's all. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. See that? Just make that line a little thicker. Now, when it comes to the back end of the wing, it's just all on the style you want. I like to angle mine up, always. It just accentuates my eyes. Okay. Now for the bottom. I'm going to go in with this black charcoal and line my waterline. Okay, defines it a little bit. Now, you want to make sure you get those colors that you used earlier on your bottom lash line. And I'm just going to sweep that same pattern, darkest towards the tail end of my eye and lightest towards the center. Then that super light color right in the tear duct. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and apply my lashes and I'll be back. Okay, in case you guys are wondering, this is definitely banana powder on my face. It's to catch my fallout in case any fell out, so I will be sweeping this away. So yeah, all I did was apply the lash, and generally after I'm done, I always kind of like touch up a little bit. So I usually try to use the wing liner as my guideline to go in and smoke out the eye a little bit more. So I'm going to go and take that brown color we used out of my Makeover Essentials, and I'm just going to, oh, this makeup smells so good. I love this makeup. I'm just going to pop a little bit more dark just to define it a little further in the corners. Again, I use that line as my guide, and I always angle up. Let me step out of the light. Okay. So yeah, my face was already done again, so my foundation's already on. All that's already done. I mean, it's not fresh, but now I'm just sweeping away the excess banana powder. Okay. Girls, once you've done your eyes, don't forget your mascara. It is important and it brings life to those eyeballs. So I'm just going to apply some of my Coastal Scents Envision Lashes mascara to the bottom lash line. I like bottom lashes. I really want to do a look with artificial bottom lashes. So that'll be coming soon. And I'm filming this off my cell phone solely because, guys, it takes forever to edit and upload from my Canon. I have been doing little snippets, but when I come back from vacation and get my lighting set up, I will be giving you guys full tutorials, okay? Alright, so I'm just going to go back in one last time and sweep this beautiful hustle underneath my eyes just to define it a little further. Okay. Now I'm going in with my Sephora Trio, and I'm just going to, contour is kind of gone. It's been there all day, so we'll just freshen that up a little. I go in the temples of my face, right where my cheekbones are, right underneath them. Okay. Oops, dropping everything. And of course we want to do a little bit of the all over glow. Now I usually put my blush on before the glow, but you guys have to forgive me. I'm using Rose d'Oro, and that's what it looks like. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous color. Okay. And I did that with a blush brush from Eco Tools. Lastly, I'm going to go in with my buffer brush from Coastal Scents, and I'm just going to use a little mineral skin finish, which is powder, just to press in my whole face. And you can see what it looks like. Always catch your neck. Yeah. So, lastly, just going to pop some lipstick on. This time I'm going with my favorite, I think this is my favorite in the world, MAC's Heroine. I'm just going to, I've already put my EOS lip balm on, so my lips are moisturized and I've exfoliated, so I'll just put this on. Sometimes I'll line it, but this lipstick is so pretty that it really stands alone. It doesn't need anything. Okay. Now this last step is optional. If you're oily like me, you may not want to do this, but I think it just makes me feel like a princess when I do it. So I'm going to, excuse the fall, grab my e.l.f. setting spray and just throw it on myself like it's pixie dust. And that is it. That is my look of the day. It's beginner friendly. It's super, super easy. You girls can do it too. So let me know if I've taught you anything. Hopefully I have. It's very easy, like I said, and you can do it too. So I will catch up with you dolls later. Bye.